did go one over, like I do. And then we're going to mix that in as well. Now, if you want to marbly affect a cake, you just like simply put it in like this. So you end up with like a marble cake, or you can do 2 separate batter mixes to make it like that. But we're just making a chocolate cake today, guys. Well, we're not just making a chocolate cake because we have the unicorn cake in the oven that I didn't even put a timer on for. Lovely. I'll work out how long it's been in there in a minute from the video I've been doing from making this cake, because that's about the time. We'll keep mixing this in. Now, if I was going to do cupcakes for this, I put in little cupcake cases and put it on for 15 minutes. The way I make sure I get all my cake mixture in big mixes like this is I lift the bowl in there. Not great if you can't see through the bottom, but yeah. This is bigger to hurt my hand. We get too much end up cooling if we have to. Right, I just need to mix the bottom a bit more. Right, and there we go. And then what we do is we take our milk and we add our 2 lots of 15, 2 tablespoons of milk in, and then we take our little scoop here, guys. So our little scoop is the 1/2 a TSP. We don't want that one. We want 1 TSP, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I just dropped the lid. Doesn't matter how much cake mix you make, you only want that one in there. I don't want them anymore so they can go in the wash. There we go. And then we're going to mix this one together. Nice and creamy. There we go. So have a nice consistency the time we finish. So that is that. Right, I'm just gonna pause you guys a minute while I work out how long that cake's gonna for and go get my baking paper. We've not got long left on them cakes. Now, how I make my tray bases is I actually cut round my tray, so it then fits just nicely in the bottom. Sometimes I end up doing them a bit wonky, but yeah. It makes it easier to try and fit them in the bottom of your tray so you're not getting them too big, too overlapping. So them just around the edge. Do them a bit bigger than the actual bit itself so you know that you've got enough, that you haven't undercut it or anything like that. And then if you can't cut straight like I can't sometimes, at least you know you've got the right amount. So okay, so that's one tray there. I just put that in like that. So I'm just going to do the other one and I'll be back. So I'm just going to show you one of the tricks that people do. This one that I've just put a tiny tin over and they cut around the tin, because then they know it's going to fit in the tin. So just keep it like this. Obviously this isn't going to protect your sides, but what I find if you go for trying to protect your sides is you end up with a crinkled fucking, oh, shouldn't swear, crinkled sheet. But then, I can't see past my own hand. Oh, didn't mean to do that. If you end up with a crinkled sheet, then, I'm going so wrong right now. This is so cock-handed. Then you end up with, what was I saying? Yeah, if you go for the dealing with the measuring it to the sides, like the actual just randomly trying to rip it off, you end up with crinkles in the cake, like slits in the cake. I try to avoid that. So then we're gonna take our 2 trays. We're gonna take our cake mix. Let me just get rid of this fork. So this is how we're gonna make 2 cakes. Obviously, like I said, if you just wanna make 1 cake or you just wanna make 1 load, you could actually put this all together and just make it as 1 big cake. But I don't do that because I find it hard to cut them down the middle. So what we do is we take a scoop load and we plonk it on. We take 2 scoop loads. So what I do is I take 4 scoop loads first for the first one. So that's 3, 4. So this is how we make it equal. And we go to the 1, 2, 3, that didn't mean to happen, 4. Just gonna straighten this out. And then we're gonna do the same again. 1, 2. Obviously doing it less this time. 1, 2. So we're trying to keep it equal. You need to watch your consistency. So this one has a bit less in, so I'm gonna go and scoop some in. So we're gonna flatten this out a bit here to make our square without moving our paper. So sorry about that, the alarm went off for the other ones. I'll get them out in a sec. So we're gonna go for 1 scoop in here and stop it leaking. A scoop in here, and that's what you're going to do with the last bit, obviously. 1 scoop in one, 1 scoop in the next. Another scoop. Obviously you're going to have to scrape some of that together. Another scoop. So we're going to put that to one side now. And we're going to flatten our cake mix out. So remember, 4 scoops for the first one. Now, if you haven't got baking paper, you've got it for the bottom. So you want to use 4 scoops for the first one. After 4 scoops, you want to use 2 scoops. And then you want to use 1 scoop until you split your mixture. And then you want to flatten your cake mix out into the corners everywhere. Keep it as flat as possible, that baking paper. And then, just like before, if you've watched the unicorn cake video, you want to tap it down. This gets it as flat as possible. It also takes them air bubbles out. We're going to do it over here instead. So it's on the side, probably not so loud. that'll just about do. And we're going to do the same with this one, and then I'll be back.